everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to do the bee. I'm going to do it as a bee. If you want to do it as a butterfly or a moth, whatever you want to do, you can do your own thing, that's fine, but I thought it would be nice as a bee. So we're going to take the same colours from the snail and put them in here as well, but obviously on the body of this one we're going to have some really nice yellowy gold type of colours. So this is, of course, Johanna Basford's Small Victories colouring book, and I'm going to get zoomed in and we'll start straight away on this one. So I really love that little snail we did last time, so hopefully this Bumblebee is going to be just as nice. So I thought I would do this bit slightly different. Rather than going in on individual little segments, I thought we'll colour it as a sort of whole. I thought that would be easier. A lot more fun for me. So first off, I'm going to go straight in Cadmium Yellow 107, and I'm going to do a light layer over the whole of this body. So I'm not doing any individual little colourings on this one. We're going to do it as sort of as if it was one big thing with no pattern details inside. Because what I'm going to do right at the end is bring in that white gel pen detailing in, which I can do some dotting detailing in, or I could do some other kind of detailing in, and it will make it pop. So we'll put that colour in first. Then I'm going to bring in some of the colours we used on the snail's body. So we're going to bring in some Sanguine. Next, I think we're going to bring in some Bistre, and we're going to bring in some Caput mortuum. We're also going to bring in a little bit of dark chrome yellow, and we're going to bring in some green gold. First colour we're going to go in with is going to be the Caput mortuum 169, and I'm going to start off at the top and the bottom with this colour. Now, like I said, I'm not doing individual segments. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the very bottom and work this colour up, and then go to my next lightest colour and my next lightest colour, and so we've got the lightest colours sort of in the centre here. So it's going to be green gold there, and our Caput mortuum and browns are going to be here and here at the top and bottom. So let's just get going anyway. So this is the Caput mortuum, medium to hard pressure, I would say, because we can always go back in and deepen up. We probably will, but medium to hard pressure, and then getting lighter the further we come into the centre. So it's darker down here. You can even go in with a hard pressure right at the bottom if you want. So right at the bottom, hard pressure maybe. Get that colour right in, and then you're easing off as you're getting further up. So you can see that that's getting quite a nice blend on it now. Let's just take this up to the same level up this side. There we go, and then I'm going to go from the top. So same thing again, but we're going to start from here. So maybe a hard to medium pressure right at the top of here, and then as you're bringing it further to the centre, we can ease off that pressure slowly into a medium and then into a light pressure. And you can see I'm not worrying about individual little segments. We're just going in as if it's one big sort of thing to colour. Is that part of the... oh no, that's the... I nearly coloured something wrong then. So medium to hard pressure at the top. Get all that nice colour down. Ease off into a medium pressure. And then light pressure. There we go. So that's what we've got so far. Moving on to the next colour we're going to use is going to be the Bistre. Bistre 179. So we're going to take this colour from sort of the edge of the Caput mortuum. So using a medium pressure here. So we're taking it from there and we're moving up gradually into a light pressure. Coming from here into a light pressure because we've got quite a few more colours to fit in here yet. And again, we're going to do the same thing from the top. So where we've left off with the Caput mortuum, we're going to go in with the Bistre and we're going to pull this one down into a light pressure there. I think this will look really lovely when it's done. I think sometimes it's just too much to go in individually on each, you know, if I'd have done each little segment individually in a different way, I think that would have, oh, it would have took forever. Number one. I find myself getting more and more impatient with colouring. Like once upon a time I could probably sit down and spend hours and hours and hours on a colouring page, but now I like to get them done quicker. Get more of an instant gratification from doing it. And that's something you can get from this colouring book because of the tiny illustrations. So that's another bonus for me. So next up, we're going to go in with Sanguine. Sanguine 188. So again, starting off from the last colour we used. So coming from the Bistre. And medium pressure. And then pulling it into a light pressure. These colours work really nicely with each other. You can even drag some down into that Bistre if you want to. If you've got any tooth of the paper left. And then drag up. Same thing from the top, so we're going to come from that Bistre colour, we're going to drag it down. I've got a weird line here. I'm just going to try and get the pencil into this line that's been created at the top. Do you know sometimes if you've leaned on your book, so you might have been colouring something on this page and it might have put an imprint. And then you have to really get in with your pencil to fill that in. There's just a little imprint line going along. So that's that colour. Let's just make sure there's no white space at the top there and the bottom. We can kind of bring this colour throughout the other areas if we've got any white space we've got left. We can pull that along. So now I'm going to get some yellows in. So the next colour I'm going to go in with is Dark Chrome Yellow 109. And again, pulling it up from this colour. I'm going to pull this colour up the side as well. So up this side. So it's sort of joining on now to the top. But still leaving this a bit of area left because we want to get that green gold in the centre. I've got someone messaging me. Who's messaging me lots of pictures? Who is it? Is it you guys? No, it's not you. It's not you guys. My partner's sister works in a clothes shop, and I think she's sending me pictures of reduced items, asking me do I want any. I'll have to go and see what she wants in a minute, because if it's something where she's stood there with the clothes waiting to see if I want anything, I'll be like, oh. Right, so I'm going to go in now with green gold 268, and I'm going to get some of this around the edges. Now I'm not going to fill in all the centre of the thing with this. I'm just going to put a little bit around the edge, because the centre I'm going to go in with the cream, so it's got like this little highlight going on. But I did want to get some of this green gold around the edges, because I think that brings a really nice warmth. So just a light layer over there, and then cream, if I can find my cream pencil. Cream 102, and I'm going to fill in all what's left. All what's left in the centre. I feel like this pencil's going to snap because it's very sharp, and it just feels like it wants to go. There we go, and if you see any other areas you want to fill in with this, you can do, but I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. So all I've got to do in these colours now is this area and this area. So I think we used the Sanguine on these little antennas on the snail, so I think we'll do the same on these ones. So if we go back in with the Sanguine on these little antennas, so Sanguine 188, light layer to start with. Oh, this is teeny tiny. Make sure your pencils are sharp, guys. Teeny tiny. We're not getting in there. Ooh. And then going in with the Caput mortuum 169 just at the bottom here, so we're going to deepen up this bit. Where should we go up to? We'll go up to about here. So we'll go up to that little bit that sticks out, the little bit here, and then we'll deepen up the Sanguine, and then so back in with the Sanguine to deepen up that. Oh my, need fine liners for this, guys. Fine liners. Now I'm going to use the Sanguine for this bit here, so light pressure to start with, and then I'm going to deepen up from the bottom bit, so I'm going to have it darker at the bottom and then lighter at the top, like that. I mean, this is teeny tiny. Hard work to get in here, guys, hard work. And then the eyes, I think I'll put a little bit of the Sanguine, as if you're drawing your own pupil in there, but it's not going to be, it's just a bit of a lighter bit. And then around the edges I'm going to go in with a Caput mortuum 169. So it's looking like that. There we go. And then similar thing inside this one as well. So this time Sanguine in here. I'm still in frame, aren't I? I was so zoomed in then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not on camera, am I? Panicked for a second. And then same thing on this one, we're going to do darker at the bottom and bring it up. Like I did with the snail, I'm going to leave the texture in, so I'm not going to burnish this top bit, but if you want to, you can do. That's up to you. There we go. And then I think Sanguine on these little flowers as well. Sanguine there, and then the Caput mortuum from the top. So darker at the top on this one and bringing it down. There we go, there's the little flowers. Now what colour do I want the centre of it? I'm just wondering. And the outside. I think I'm going to do the outside the yellowy colour. So I think we'll go in first with dark chrome yellow 109 on the outer bit. It's almost like a little love heart, that, isn't it? Almost like a little love heart. And then I'm going to deepen up some of the areas by going in with the green gold. Green gold 268. And we'll just do random areas with this, and then I'll go back in and deepen up with the chrome again. So I've totally picked out random areas there, 3 little spots with the green gold. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark chrome yellow 109 to pull the colour up a little bit more into the green gold. But then I'm leaving a little bit of the area because I'm going to go in with the cream. So leave a bit of the area lighter. Just random areas, they don't have to be in any particular place. And then I'm going to go in with the cream 102. The camera is putting on a horrible glare onto this page. I have to say, it looks hideous in that light. I promise it looks nice. I promise it does look nice without being zoomed in so horrible in the glare there. But there we go. And then this little line that's going wibbly wobbly over there, that thin little line, I'm going to do that with gel pen, but right at the very end. The bit in the centre here, I think I'm going to do the Sanguine again. So Sanguine 188, light layer inside there, and then I'm going to go in with another colour in a second. So we'll get that Sanguine in first, light layer, and then we're going to get the Bistre, because we've not used the Bistre yet on this top part. So we're going to use the Bistre 179, and I'm just going to pick out the bottom bits, I think, and bits around the sides, so that we're sort of leaving the centre bit the Sanguine colour. So all around the edge, this is medium to hard pressure, around the edge, carefully around the edge, and then a little bit at the top, but still leaving that Sanguine in the centre that you can see. There, I think that's really quite nice. There we go. So now we can move on to the wings. I'm going to actually zoom you out a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to start off with the two biggest flowers on here, and we're going to do them the same colours as this one. So the first colour I went in with, I think, was it dark chrome yellow? No, it wasn't. I think it was the, well, it doesn't really matter, but I think it might have been cadmium yellow 107. And we cover a light layer, really light layer, all over the flower, all over, even the middle bits, all over like that. And then you may as well do this side so that we know we're doing that one the same. then we're going to go in with our middle purple pink. Middle purple pink, 125, and we're going to do the edges. So round the edges and leave in the centre. We're going to do a block colour of this colour in the centre as well on the biggest part. So you can put that in first if you want. Block colour of that colour in the centre. Block colour of it in that centre. And then around the edges. So this is where the pops of colour come into the illustration now and make it all pretty. Make it all very pretty. So again, on this one, like I did with the snail, I'm not going to burnish these colours. I'm just going to leave them with the texture in. I'm just feeling like I want to do that on this page. I don't know why. Just feeling like it. So all the petals are going to be the same. We're going to do the same thing on all of them. So if you need to slow me down or speed me up, you can do that on YouTube as well, if you didn't know already. There should be a button somewhere, I'm not sure quite where it is, but you can like speed up and slow down videos. So if I'm going too slow for you, you can speed me up. If I'm going too fast, you can slow me down. You can even mute me if you find my voice annoying. Oh, I want to watch the new Wonka movie. I really want to watch the new Wonka movie. It's out on the cinema now, isn't it? I think the actor who they've got, I think he looks brilliant for the part. He really does. The centre of these flowers as well, I did go in with a gel pen on the snail illustration, so I will do that with this one as well, but that will be done at the end. So all them little dotting, all them little circles even, around there, I will do with a gold glitter gel pen. But that will be right at the end, because I love smudging gel pens. And if you don't want that disaster, wait till the very end. And then I always leave, if I've used any kind of gel pens or anything like that on a page, I always leave the page open overnight, just so it's, you know, there's no chance that it's still wet and you're shutting the page on it. It's, you know, gets left overnight. It's 24 hours to dry. There we go. So next up we're going to do, shall I do them ones? Yeah, we'll do the same as what we did on the snail. So these ones and these ones, so 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go again with the Cadmium Yellow 107 as a light layer. This time I'm going to get my dark chrome yellow for the center. So dark chrome yellow, and we're going to do a block colour of that in the center of that one. And then back in with cadmium yellow to put a light layer over this flower. And then the dark chrome yellow 109 for the center. And then we're going to use the middle purple pink again, but how we used it on the edge on this one, this time we're going to use it on the inside and leave it yellow on the end. So back to front on these ones. So middle purple pink 125, we're going to go in from the middle and pull that colour up to about there, and then we've got the yellow on the edge. I'm going to do that on all these petals, and then we can move on to the other side and do the other side. Now I got the snail done in an hour yesterday, so I'm hoping that I can get this Bumblebee done. But we shall see. I had to stop filming at one point, so I've not got the correct time on my video that's running at the minute. So I don't know how long I've been filming, I'll be honest. So this one, I think that might have been a leaf that I've coloured there. Yeah, I think it was. This little bit is sticking out here. I'm going to try and erase it. Let me get the rubber out of here. I took my electric eraser. This little bit here. So I'm just going to erase that. I don't think that was part of the flower. I think that's a leaf. That little bit sticking out there. Well, I think it is. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's going to matter by the time we've got all the colours in here. There's going to be that much going on. It's quite busy, isn't it? I don't think it'll be noticeable. But there we go. And then we're going to do the same thing on these two. So first off, we'll go in with the dark chrome yellow 109, and we'll just put that block colour in the centre of them. And then we're going to do a light layer of cadmium yellow 107 over the whole of the petal. Light layer. Let's try and not get leaves mixed up with petals on this one. And the middle purple pink on the insides. And this flower here. Again, I'm not going to burnish any of these colours. Just going to leave it quite textured. Let's turn it back round. I can't help but move my beak around when I'm doing petals. It's impossible. Right, what flowers have we got left? Let's have a look. So with these ones here, so I'm going to do the middle of these flowers with the cadmium yellow 107. So the little circle bit right in the middle, we're going to just go in with a block colour of that one. There's two slightly different flowers there as well to these ones. Oh, there's the one there as well. Oh no, there's a lot of flowers going on this one, I'll be honest. But try and get those centres in. I think that's all them flowers on that side. There we go. So I'm also going to put a light layer of yellow over these flowers petals as well. So really light layer going down in that. Making sure we don't hit any leaves by accident. There we go, that's that one, isn't it? There we go. So these ones on the edge, and then this one and this one, I'm going to do the same as sort of these ones. So I'm going to use the middle purple pink on these ones. So right in the middle of this one and leaving it yellow on the edge. I mean, this is teeny tiny. Make sure your pencil is sharp, guys, because that is going to be hard work. Incredibly hard to get into that teeny tiny bit. I mean, wow. And then this one here, gonna do the same thing, because that looks like a similar kind of flower. And then this one here. There we go. Now the ones I've already based in the yellow, we're going to use a slightly different colour for those ones. I thought we would go in with magenta. Now it's not too dissimilar from the middle purple pink, but it is a bit more deeper. So that's magenta 133. And on these ones, we're going to go on the edge of the petals. So we're going to go on the outsides of these ones and just bring it to the centre. So you can see it's a slightly different colour. And this pencil feels like it's going to go snap any second. It's sharp though, it needs to be sharp to get into these tiny spaces. Or else it's all just going to get muddied up into one colour. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. I don't always like to zoom in too much, because when I do, my big hand gets in the way and then all you get is blurriness. So it's hard to get a balance. The balance right. There we go, and then we've got these ones down here. So you can see it's slightly darker, but it's not going into a total different colour palette yet. Move it round. So that's one side done, unless I've missed any. Have I missed any? Don't think so. So now we're moving on to this side. So we're going to do these ones and these ones. So exactly the same thing again. Let's turn you that way. And we're going to do the outside of the petal. So mindless, this. So mindless. You might have noticed that I've slowed down with my chat, and it's because my brain's just calming down and slowing down, and it's becoming calm. I think, I don't know if you watched Dragon's Den, where you were, programme Dragon's Den. But there's one lady off there and she does lots of crafting, and she was on a daytime TV programme the other day just saying how, you know, how much scientific proof there is that any sort of crafting or colouring or anything like that just calms you down. So it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's crocheting, knitting, whether it's card making, diamond painting, colouring. any other crafting hobbies you can think of. Doesn't matter what it is, it just slows the mind down. Now there's a couple more flowers on here now before I get to the leaves. So we've got these little ones here that almost look like a little tulip, and then we've got these teeny tiny ones here, and the same on here. So there's these little two what look like little tulips, and teeny tiny ones here. Now the ones that look like tulips, I think I'm going to first, I'm going to put the cadmium yellow on them first. Very faint colour of that one. And then we're going to go in with the light magenta. So this is teeny tiny, I apologise. Light magenta 119. And then we're going to pop this colour just on the bottom of it. Just on the bottom and pull it up a bit. And that's what we did on the snail on these ones. So we've got the same sort of colour from here on here now. Same thing on this side. And then I would do the same on these, but they're so tiny. I'm not going to get two colours on those ones. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I don't know. I think I might just go in with a pure yellow, like a block colour of yellow, just for a bit of a pop. I think I will, you know, because they're only teeny tiny. So I think just block colour them in cadmium yellow 107. I think that'll be quite nice. It is way too small to try and get any blending in there, or any more than one colour, let's just say. It is so tiny. So you know what, sometimes you've just got to make your life easy, and that's what we're doing on that one. That's what we're doing on that one. So just a block colour, nice and easy. And then that little dot there, that little teeny tiny dot, see it? I'm not sure what that is, but that can be block coloured as well. So now I'm going to move on to the leaves. So I'm going to start off with these long ones first. See these long ones? So light green 171, a light layer all over those long ones. It's like a big string of green leaves, and there's a few. So there's that one there. Is that part of the leaf off this, or is that something else there? Right, I'm not entirely sure, so I'm going to do it as if it's one of these leaves. So them two bits there, what I'm not sure about, I'm going to do it as if it's leaves on mine. I'm really not sure what that is, but now it's leaves. So, got those colours in there. And I'm going to do, oh, there's some here. There's some here. Them ones at the bottom. So again, we'll do the same on the other side, just to base everything so we know sort of we've got a guide of where we're going with our colours. So same thing on this side for this one. Make sure we've got a good covering over those, and then not forgetting these little ones hanging off the edge. And then we're going to make sure the next pencil is sharp, and we're going to go in with permanent green olive 167, and this is going to be lighter on the edges. So if you go in dark first, leave a bit of lightness on the tip. And I mean, it is teeny tiny, so just do your best with it. It's really tiny. Do your best with it. It'll still give a really nice effect, whatever you do. And this is the lightest of the greens that we're using on the page, because the green that we're going to use for the bigger leaves, it's going to be a nice deep colour. So like that, and then not forgetting these teeny tiny ones that we've done down here. That's even trickier. Oh my gosh. I think fine liners would be really good in this book, you know. I think they would. And same thing on this side. Yeah, I think fine liners would be really, really good in this book. As long as they didn't bleed through. I don't think they do they? Because they're water-based. It's not something I use though. I don't even own any fine liners, if I'm honest. But they would be really good with something like this, I imagine. As long as they don't bleed through. Teeny, teeny, tiny. And not forgetting this little bit down here as well. There we go. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the leaves. And the rest of the leaves I'm going to firstly base with, what colour was this I used the other day? Yeah, this one. Now I don't know what word was in front of this, but something green opaque 174. It's all been took off with a sharpener. So I'm going to base all these leaves that are left with this colour now. Light layer all over the leaves that are left. They're the biggest leaves on this page. Not forgetting that little one there that we thought was a petal. That's the leaf, that's the leaf. These two little ones coming off that flower. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves there. And then we've got these ones at the bottom. These teeny, teeny tiny ones. There we go. And we'll just do the same on the other side, and then we can just get shading in over all of it. Make it a bit easier. I'm hoping I've not gone over the hour mark, because I've totally lost track of how long I've been filming for. I think it does actually let me go to like sort of 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour and 20 minutes before it says, sorry, no storage available to upload. And then I'm like, well, it's not upload, it's like to, once I've put it into my editor I can edit it, but then it won't sort of import it all if it's too long. So next up we're going to use the Chrome Oxide Green 278, and we're going to go in on these leaves, so darker at the bottom of the leaf and leaving a lighter colour at the top of the leaf. And again, I'm not going to burnish this, I'm just going to leave that texture in. I'm going to do this all over. So all these leaves we've just put a base on, we're going to do this. So nice and easy, nice and quick and simple and mindless. We love some good mindless colouring. Let me turn around. And this is where the whole illustration just starts to come together, and you think, wow, as soon as you get this deep green in here, it just looks like popping off the page. Get that down. Not forgetting these leaves at the top, which I nearly just did. And then these teeny tiny ones, the best you can. Make sure your pencil's sharp, guys. Let me switch around a little bit. Teeny tiny. So that's one side done. We're going to move on to the other side and do the exact same thing. Simples. That advert on telly. If you're in the UK, you'll have recognised that then. So for an advert with a meerkat on it. Let's get these big ones. I really like the colour palette on this one. I think it's one of my favourites from last month and this month so far. My big hand's in the way, I apologise. Won't be for long. There we go, and then the little ones down here. The teeny tiny ones. And then we can go in with our earth green to finish up. But I might need to try and sharpen mine. So that's what we've got so far. All the white space that we've got left now, I'm going to use the same colour as I used in the background of this one. So it's an earth green. Mine is teeny tiny. I could do with trying to sharpen it, but it gets lost in my sharpness, so I'm just going to give it a go and see if I can get it sharpened a little bit. No, it's just not. I need like a regular sharpener now for this pencil. Look at the size of that. Earth green 172. We're going into all the white space with this one. So sort of a medium pressure. Medium to hard pressure. It's up to you how dark you want it. But it's just to fill up all that white space. So all the bits that are left on the wings, we're gonna go in, and it just finishes it off then, rather than it looking like there's something missing to the page. Again, I apologise if my big hand gets in the way, but you are just picking out all the white areas now. All the white areas that you've got left. The background of the wings. We're going in with this green. Earth green. Medium, hard or light pressure, it's up to you how dark you want it to be. I'm sort of going in with a medium pressure here, trying not to go over all my colourings. Don't want this green going over my florals. And it just looks so much better when it's filled in rather than leaving it white. You might look at this sometimes and think, oh, should I colour it? Should I leave it? But I think it's best to fill up the white space. Just my personal opinion. Just so it looks like a true wing, like it's filled in. This pencil is so hard to colour with now, though. I just keep forgetting to order more. You know when you're colouring and then you forget about it. Once you've stopped filming and you go off and do your own thing, you forgot about it. Until the next time you sit down and think, oh, well, let's get that pencil out. And then you think, oh no, that little pencil. I forgot where I ordered my single stock polys from last time. I don't know if it was Jackson's Arts or Cult Pens. Do Cult Pens do the single stock polys? I cannot for the life of me remember where I ordered my last lot of single stock. I'm in the UK, so it'd have to be I don't know if it was Cult Pens or Jackson's Arts. My brain is totally just left the building. Let's get into these last little white bits, then we can get our gel pen detailing on, and then the page is finished. I think this is my second page of the month. I've been really slow. Last month was atrocious because I was so ill. I think I only did about 4 pages last month. Yeah, probably only did about 4 pages, so I thought there's no point doing finished pages because 1, I couldn't film it anyway because I had no voice, I was ill, and 2, I really didn't have anything to show, so I was just like, yeah, we'll just have to join November's pages onto December's pages videos, I think. So watch out for that one at the end of December, because it'll be a good one, hopefully. So that's everything filled in with that pen. Now we're going to get our gel pen detailing in. So I'm going to start off, I'm just using a gold glitter gel pen. So this is the Fleur one that I've got, and I'm going to go in between all those little circles with this one. So we've got that shiny gold going on in the centre of there now, all around the edge. And then I'm going to do these little ones here as well. See these little circles? I'm going to do those as well, because why not? May as well. So that's that, and then moving on to the other side, we do the same thing. So the circles around this one. And then the circles in this little floral. Same thing there. And then we're going to do the middle bit we left out. See this middle bit here? I'm going to do this in the gold glitter gel pen as well. That's what I was saving it for. I was waiting. Now onto white gel pen detailing in. So obviously I'm going to have my white little dots on the leaves like we have done here. So all those little dotting detailing in on the leaves, I'm going to do it on these ones as well. So little dots, dot, dot, dot. It just brightens them up and makes them stand out, I think. Really makes it pop. Put a few on these ones as well, just randomly. I think that's where I want to be. I'm not going to put any on the lighter leaves, just the really dark ones. There we go, and the bottom one's here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sort of detailing in on the body. So I'm thinking about a little bit of a shine on here maybe. I don't know whether to go down this side or this side with the shine. I think this side. So I'm going to sort of create this line from the top, sort of going round. Like that. And pop a bit of a dot dot at the top and bottom of it, I think. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. A few little dots. A few little dotting details in around here and there, like a bit of pollen has fallen somewhere. A little bit of pollen has been dropped on his little body. And I think that's it. Should we do a little dot on there? Kirsty's getting carried away with the white gel pen. Take it off her. Take it off her. Right, I'm leaving it. That's that. Shall we zoom out? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's one of my favourite pages, this, I think. Even more than the fruit. And I love the fruit page, but I love this page. I think that is gorgeous. So this is that finished now. So part 1 was the snail, part 2 was the bumblebee. It will all be under the playlist named Johanna Basford Small Victories, if you want to look back on anything I've done in this book. So thank you so much for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.